What's up, this is Antonio. Welcome back to my channel. Who's ready for some fighting words? In this video, I want to talk about the press conference between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. And the question is, who won the press conference? Really quick, if you like the videos, please take the time to subscribe to the channel. Things are heating up in the world of boxing. I want to be the person to basically give you all the information on what's going on in the world of boxing. If you could also hit that thumbs up button, it does help and it does show love to this channel. So without further ado, let's talk about this. First thing I gotta mention, who was the real star of the press conference? By far, Bill Haney. He's rhyming like Muhammad Ali. He's talking trash. He's got the crowd laughing. He's literally got everybody in their hand. I've never heard Eddie Hearn speak so little. Why? Because you got Bill Haney over here just doing all of it. And he's good at it. Like, whether you like it or not, he's good at it. I think he's a good businessman, but I also think he's a loving father. But I think he's a great promoter. I think he understands promotion and getting people riled up, getting under people's skin and knowing what buttons to push at, any particular time. And he's great at it. And you can tell he loves and soaks all of it up. I get it. It's entertainment and all that. But was it just me or is Ryan Garcia completely out of character? Ryan Garcia is typically, at least in the past, he's presented himself as very humble and, I'm just happy to be here and I'm happy you're all here and yada, 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 and all this stuff. And today he's dropping F-bombs. Like, he's just out of character. He slouched in his chair. It's just out of character. Everything he was doing was out of character. I'm like, who's this guy? And later, in his solo interview, Devin Haney said he was drunk. He was drunk. He smelled like beer. He was drunk when they had their face off. And I'm like, you know what? I wasn't there, but that would explain his demeanor. That would explain the way he was talking. It was a little bit out of character. Very much so out of character. Listen, I've already picked Devin Haney to win. I think he's just a far superior boxer. I think everybody keeps, talking about what happened in the amateur days. Now, I get it. You have to push that because there's history between the two. But at the same time, they have grown vastly since those days. And you can clearly see it in Devin Haney. Unfortunately, I haven't seen very much growth when it comes to Ryan Garcia. This press conference for me was basically confirmation. And I'll tell you why. Why was this press conference confirmation? When Ryan Garcia was asked, well, how are you going to win? Like, what are you going to do to win? And, best me, Devin Haney asked. Ryan's like, oh, you'll see. The same thing he did with Gervonta Tank Davis, now Abdul Wahid Tank. And he couldn't answer the question. So Bill Haney, he asked his trainer, Derek James, hey, Derek, what are you working on over there? Right? What are you working on over there? And this was only brought up because Ryan talked about, once again, he continues talking about Tank knocking out Devin Haney in this sparring footage, which was years ago. Devin Haney's like 24, 25, and they're talking about something that happened when he was like 18. It was years ago. Who cares about some sparring footage? Nobody. It was years ago. So it's just like, number one, that's irrelevant. Number two, if you're not the one who rendered him unconscious, supposedly, it's still irrelevant because you don't have the skill level of Gervonta Tank Davis. You don't fight remotely like Gervonta Tank Davis. You're not half as durable as Gervonta Tank Davis. Like, what difference does it make? All right, you're different body types, you're different structures, you're different way of thinking, you're a different way of approaching combat. What difference does it make? Like, if that's the only thing that Ryan Garcia literally and lately is, it seems as if that's the only thing that he has in his back pocket. Who cares? Literally, who cares? It means absolutely nothing. And so Bill Haney says, hey, Derek James, what are you working on? Since you keep bringing up this sparring footage, tell me what you're working on. And you think about hitting my son with, with that punch that Tank supposedly landed on my son. And Derek James is in stitches because he doesn't have anything. He has no response whatsoever and doesn't say a word. And then Devin chimes in and says, yeah, because he has no work ethic. Derek, is it true he has no work ethic? And Derek continues to laugh. Like, all right, they're on to us. I'm like, it's like, all right, they're on to us. They basically know that nothing has happened. We probably even haven't started training camp or anything of that nature. But you could see it in Derek James's face. It was kind of funny. Ryan's father had no response to that. Ryan had no response to that. And the lead trainer, Derek James, had no response to that, which was hilarious. Let's see. Listen, you can already see the writing on the wall. The reality is, this fight is just going to generate a whole lot of money. This fight is the equivalent of Tank versus Ryan Garcia. It's just going to generate a whole lot of money. But you knew who was going to win. And it's the same thing all over again. And I'm starting to see a pattern with Ryan Garcia. He picks out the biggest name. And I'm assuming after this fight, he's going to go after, if he continues fighting, he's going to go after Teofimo Lopez and try to soak that for something. And I'm starting to see a pattern here. And I wonder if you are, but I'm starting to see a pattern. And it's just like, okay, we've seen this story before, where you don't really give away anything because you have nothing to give away. It's not that you're holding something in terms of game plan. You just don't have anything to give away. Because I'm pretty sure in that moment, in that sequence, you would have said something. You just don't have anything to give away. So there you go. I'm starting to see a pattern. So then Ryan and Devin Haney make this stupid bet. So if Devin Haney knocks out Ryan Garcia in the first round, that Ryan Garcia would retire from boxing. First and foremost, everybody and their mother knows Devin Haney's not going to knock anybody out in the first round. All right. Devin Haney can fight Clarissa Shields. He doesn't hit that hard. So, he's not going to knock anybody out in the first round. So we all know that bet's going nowhere. But Ryan Garcia, he takes the bet. He's like, yeah, I'll shake to that. Why? Because Ryan Garcia is going to make a boatload of money after this fight, and I doubt he'll fight again just because of the boatload of money that he's going to make after this fight. It has nothing to do with this bet. It has nothing to do with, even if he gets knocked out, it has nothing to do with any of that. Ryan Garcia is already looking at the exit and has been looking at the exit for quite some time. And this fight financially produces a very lucrative exit. That's that. Let's see. Like I said, he's leaving anyway. It really doesn't matter. After this fight, me personally, I think Ryan is using boxing as a stepping stone. I personally think he's going into the route of, Hollywood, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't want to knock it or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with that. Ryan Garcia, he's got the following and everything like that, so I don't want to knock it. He's got the credibility if he wants to do an action movie or something like that. But to put on this facade like you're really producing or you're really chasing this boxing dream, like you're really after this thought, like I'm gonna be an undisputed champion one day. Get out of here! I don't think anybody believes that Ryan Garcia is on a route to becoming an undisputed champion in anything, especially not boxing. I think it was a fun stepping stool. He was very marketable and he was a knockout artist, but now, things are starting to be revealed. Simple as that. Simple as that. When he goes up against the top guys, he doesn't match up very well. Simple as that. And this fight is going to make for him a whole lot of money. So now I can leave, or I can take extra long vacations and probably try to pull off a Floyd Mayweather and do an exhibition and come back and fight some nobody with a big name and, maybe get $10 million really quick and then exit again. He's young enough to continue doing that for years on end. So maybe that's the game plan, but I don't see him really pursuing boxing as a real dream and I'm going to go down in history. I'm going down in the history books. I'm going to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't see that when I look at Ryan Garcia. He doesn't even give off that type of aura, like that's what he's pursuing or that's his destiny. And, that's basically what I have for the fight press conference between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. Was it entertaining? Absolutely. I can't wait for the next one. If there's a next one, I believe there is a next one, but I can't wait for it. It was fun. I want to hear more Bill Haney. Quite frankly, once again, every time you put a microphone in front of Bill Haney, he steals the show. I said it before in my fight breakdown. If you haven't seen it, please go and see it. I'm actually going to put the link for the fight breakdown in the beginning of the video, just so you know. This video, just so you know. But I have Devin Haney winning. The fact that nobody can produce any type of answer, the fact that Ryan Garcia could have possibly shown up drunk today at the press conference, the fact that his trainer, Derek James, is cracking up in the corner, all the signs are pointing to everything that I said in my fight breakdown. And please check it out and please circulate the video. But that's what I have. As always, please like, please share, please subscribe to this channel.